Africa has officially produced its next generational superstar, and Europe's elite clubs are absolutely scrambling. At just 19 years old, Yan Diomande isn't just playing football, he's completely breaking the script. A record-shattering move to the Bundesliga, terrorizing seasoned defenders and dominating on the grandest stage of them all at the 2026 World Cup. How did a kid who was playing academy football in Florida just a couple of years ago suddenly become the most feared teenager in world football? Let's talk about it. To understand how insane his rise is, we have to look at the path he took. Born in Abidjan back in 2006, Diomande didn't get the golden ticket of entering a massive European academy at age 10. His journey was a massive gamble. At only 15 years of age, he packed his bags and moved halfway across the world to the United States, joining DME Academy. Now, usually when elite scouts are looking for the next African Wonderkid, they aren't looking at American youth leagues. But Diomande was just different. He dominated the UPSL, caught the eyes of scouts during a trial at Rangers, but the universe had much bigger plans for him. In early 2025, Spain's side Leganés realized exactly what kind of diamond they had stumbled upon. They signed him, threw him straight into the deep end, and the football world got its first taste of his magic. Picture this. You're a teenager, you just arrived in Spain, and your first team debut comes against literally Real Madrid. Most kids will lose their minds under that pressure. But Yan Diomande, he looked like he was playing in his backyard. A month later, he scores his first professional goal, and suddenly, the 20 million release clause on his contract looks like an absolute joke to every sporting director in Europe. RB Leipzig, a club famous for spotting elite talent before anyone else, didn't hesitate a bit. They paid the fees, booked the flight, and that is where the madness shifted into overdrive. When you move to Germany at age 18, the media tells you to sit on the bench, learn the language, and adapt to the physical intensity and wait for your turn. But Yan Diomande did not get that memo. In his debut season in the Bundesliga, he grabbed 12 goals right from the winger position in 33 games. But it was December of 2025 where he went truly viral. Against the brutal Frankfurt side, Diomande put on a ruthless masterclass, netting a stunning hat-trick, which is 3 goals. To put into perspective how historic this is, he became the second youngest scorer in the entire history of Bundesliga to score a hat-trick, right behind Walter Bechtold all the way back in 1965. Look at this position here. He isn't just a speed merchant who relies on pace. His close control in tight spaces, his explosive change of direction, and his mature decision making make him look like a veteran in his prime. He completely cleaned up the award, taking home the Bundesliga Rookie of the Season, but he was far from done. If you thought he could only do it in a cold winter night in Germany, he took that exact same swagger to the biggest tournament on the planet. Amerse Faye calls him up to the Ivory Coast squad for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The first game against Ecuador, he gets thrown right into the starting 11. And what does he do? He puts on an absolutely clinic performance, winning man of the match on his World Cup debut. At just 19 years and 212 days old, he became the youngest player ever to represent the Elephants at a World Cup. A few days later, against Curacao, he does it again, dropping in a brilliant assist to break another record as their youngest ever assist provider. This kid simply does not care about the occasion. He just plays his game. So, from the streets of Abidjan to the academies of Florida to clearing out the historic stadiums of Germany and lighting up the World Cup, Yan Diomande is no longer just a prospect for the future. He is the present. The next generation of African football royalty has officially arrived, and we are just watching the opening chapter. But I want to hear from you guys. How high do you think this kid's ceiling actually is? Are we looking at a future Ballon d'Or winner, or is it too early to tell? Drop your thoughts below in the comments, and if you love this breakdown, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel so you never miss another story, and I'll see you in the next one.